Very prominent here is the pituitary gland. See that dark line reaching out here? That's pituitary gland. It's the master gland. It controls all the other endocrine glands. It needs to be addressed. Use a pituitary glandular or tincture. Okay. Right here is the pineal gland. Also to the chronic side. This affects sleep and also some hormone regulation as well. So we need to address that as well. You can use that. You can use a glandular or use some sleep tincture to help you get relief if you have sleep issues. Right here is the eye region. You can see it's chronic. Okay, the nose, the upper jaw, and the lower jaw region, or mouth, tongue, all here. This is the sinuses, heavy limb stagnation, congestion here. We need to detox that. And right here is the thyroid region, and right here is the parathyroid region and the tonsils region as well here. All heavy limb stagnation, congestion. Okay, the voice box is right here. Okay, also heavy with limb stagnation. Right here is the esophagus region. Right here is the scapular region. This is entire throat section is heavy with limb stagnation or congestion. This needs to be detoxed. You can use the lung tincture or the respiratory tincture, okay, to help you get relief here. Right here is the upper back region. Okay, right here is the middle back region, and right here is the lower back region. You can see it's quite heavy with limbs, especially the lower back. Okay, the spine runs right here. Okay, and it's all congested of limbs, heavy limb stagnation. So this needs to be detoxed. So right here is the bladder region. Okay, you can see it's quite congested with lymph. And that dark line you see here, that's the vagina, and here's the uterus region. It's the chronic side. So I would use female reproductive tincture here to boost blood flow, and circulation down tincture to help blood flow there. Right here is the adrenals, and right here is the kidneys. When you have weak adrenals, you're going to have nerve rings. You see those white line going around the eye? They have several of them going round and round. That's a nerve ring. It indicates a weak nervous system and due to weak adrenals. If we look at the bowels here, there's also a white line going around the bowels. That's the autonomic nerve wreath. It indicates a weak digestive system, a weak nervous system as well. Okay, again, all due to the weak adrenals. When the kidneys are weak, you're going to have a skin ring, which you do present right here, and you're going to have the thick, heavy limb stagnation. That thick white, light brown color all around the eye. That's lymph. Your lymphatic system is not moving properly, and that's due to weak kidneys. Because if the kidneys don't filter the acids from the lymph system will back up and get thick and get clogged up. So we need to move the lymph system. We need to get the kidneys and adrenals working properly. Right here is the right foot, knee, and thigh region. Okay, especially the knee region is moving to the chronic side and needs to be detoxed. The circulation down tincture will help address that, push blood flow there. Right here is the groin, the urethra, and the pelvis region. Okay, you can see it's quite heavy with lymph as well. Okay, and there's a nerve ring passing across it as well. So this needs to be detoxed. And right here is the pancreas. Okay, you can see it's the chronic side. And right here is the pancreas, and right here are the ovaries. Okay, you can see it's the chronic side. We need to detox that. The female reproductive formula, as I mentioned here, will also help you address that. Pancreas, use the pancreas. Use a tincture called liver and pancreas tincture to address that. This sends blood flow to the area. Right here is the liver and the gallbladder region. Okay, you can see both are to the chronic side. Okay, so again, the liver and pancreas tincture, as I mentioned, will address the gallbladder and the liver. So it's a good idea to use it as well. Okay, to get the lymph system moving and cleaned out and blood flow to the area. The diaphragm is right here. Okay, and right here is the ribs and the chest region. Okay, the actual breast region is right here. Okay, all of it is full of lymph stagnation and moving to the subacute to chronic level of lymph stagnation. So we need to push blood flow there. We need to clean the lymph system out there. Right here is the lower and upper lung region. Okay, also as well, you see the nerve ring going across it. So this is also to the chronic side as well. We need to clean that up. You can use a lung tincture. You can use a lung tincture to move the congestion right here. Okay, so upper and lower lungs are congested with lymph. Right here is the shoulder, neck, mastoid, and medulla region. Okay, and the cerebellum is right here. Now the mastoid, medulla, and cerebellum are the glands that are responsible for communication between the brain and the rest of the body, especially the cerebellum. Okay, mastoid medulla, if they are weak, you have dizziness, equilibrium issues, and balancing issues. So the whole brain section here is full of congestion. You see those very dark lines leaching out from the pupil. It's called radii solaris, and this means that there's toxic tunnels of waste leaching from the gut to the brain section. Okay, and this needs to be detoxed because they're quite prominent. You also have a nerve ring going across the brain section, so I would use neurological 1 tincture to push blood flow there, or brain and nerve 2 tincture. Okay, because we need to help remove the congestion here. You can also use a circulation tincture as well to boost blood flow here. On the very top part here is the hair and scalp region. You can see it's heavy with lymph stagnation as well. So it's to the dark side. Around the eye is you can see a purple hue. That's cholesterol. Okay. And you can see also cholesterol in the actual pupil itself, this potential cataract or eye issues. So this needs to be addressed. The bowels are very prominent in their chronic side, all here at the bowel. So this right here is the ascending colon, small intestines. You can see it's a bit contracted. Then the transverse colon is right here. That's a bit to the chronic side. And the descending colon is a bit enlarged as well. So the bowels are present. So use a GI cleaner and bowel herbs to clean and move the mucus and acids in this part. You can also see there's a dark ring around the pupil. That's a malabsorption ring, indicates that you're not absorbing nutrients properly. Okay, so the eye, you can also see some inflammation in the sclera. When you see red blood vessels like these here, indicates high acidosis in line with the cholesterol ring. Okay, so the 100% fruit diet with the herbs will go a long way in clearing things up. Now remember, this is you have quite a bit of lymph stagnation. It's quite heavy, so this can take a bit of time. So I would be on the 100% fruit diet. Try the lemon undiluted cleanse or the dark grape only diet to help you move the lymph system. Use the herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, the brain and nerves. The adrenals are very prominent. So use a glandular. Clean the bowels with GI cleaner.